What if I told you the secret to lowering your blood sugar, cholesterol, and even shrinking stubborn belly fat isn't in a bottle of expensive pills or some complicated diet plan, but in a humble leaf you probably already have in your kitchen? Every year, millions of Americans over 60 struggle with their numbers creeping higher and higher, feeling more tired after meals, watching their waistline grow, and hearing their doctor talk about prediabetes or high cholesterol. But for Helen, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, the turning point came when she made one simple change. She started adding fresh leaves, just a few, into her meals every day. After 3 months, her blood sugar stabilized. Her cholesterol dropped, and that frustrating belly fat she thought she'd be stuck with forever, it began to shrink. Today I want to show you exactly how she did it, and how you can too. You've probably heard about watching your carbs, cutting back on sugar, and exercising more. Those things matter. But here's what many people miss. Your liver is quietly running the show behind the scenes. Think of your liver as your body's master filter and control center. It processes blood sugar, metabolizes fats, cleanses out toxins, and keeps your metabolism humming. But as we age, especially past 60, our liver can get overworked and sluggish. It starts storing more fat and processing sugar less efficiently. That's why you might notice your belly getting bigger, even if you're eating about the same. Now here's the good news. One of the most powerful ways to reset your liver is with a plant you've probably been pulling out of your yard for years, the dandelion. This so-called weed is actually one of nature's best liver tonics. Dandelion root tea sipped in the morning helps your liver produce more bile, which improves fat digestion. Eating fresh dandelion greens in a salad slows down sugar absorption after meals and helps burn off that stubborn belly fat. Studies even show seniors who include dandelion in their routine have improved liver enzymes, lower blood sugar spikes, and feel more energetic. It's gentle, natural, and practically free, no fancy detox kits or harsh cleanses. Your liver already knows how to heal. Dandelion just gives it a helping hand. Now here's something you might not expect to hear. Not every natural remedy is right for everyone. Even the healthiest herbs can cause problems if you don't know how to use them or if your body isn't suited for them. Take mint, for example. For many people, a warm cup of mint tea after lunch feels like a little miracle. It calms a bloated stomach, improves digestion, and even helps keep blood sugar more stable throughout the afternoon. But for seniors who deal with acid reflux, it can make matters worse. Why? Because mint relaxes the muscle that keeps stomach acid from rising into your throat, making that burning sensation even worse. Or consider parsley. It's full of vitamins, acts as a mild diuretic, and can help regulate blood sugar when sprinkled fresh over your meal. But some folks have started throwing whole bunches of parsley into their juicer, and that's a mistake. Without the fiber, parsley's oxalates can build up and increase your risk of kidney stones. That's why it's so important to use these leaves wisely and in the way nature intended. Eat them fresh, sprinkle them in moderation, or steep them properly in tea. And always talk to your doctor if you're on medications or have kidney or digestive issues. Nature has given us some amazing tools, but they work best when you match them to your own unique needs. If you already use olive oil in your kitchen, you're on the right track. But what if I told you that the leaves of the olive tree may be even more powerful than the oil itself? For centuries, the olive tree has been called the tree of life in Mediterranean cultures, and modern science is finally proving why. Inside its humble green leaves is a compound called leuropin. This natural compound acts like a conductor for your metabolism, fine-tuning the way your body handles sugar, cholesterol, and even stored fat. It improves your insulin sensitivity, which means your cells respond better to insulin and take up sugar more efficiently, keeping blood sugar steady instead of spiking and crashing. It reduces LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, while raising HDL, the good kind that cleans your arteries. And perhaps most exciting for seniors struggling with stubborn belly fat, olive leaf actually activates a special enzyme in your fat cells called hormone-sensitive lipase. This is the very enzyme your body uses to unlock and burn stored fat, especially around the middle. Making olive leaf tea is simple. Take 1 tablespoon of dried olive leaves, pour hot but not boiling water over them, and let steep for about 10 minutes. The taste is a little bitter, but a squeeze of lemon not only makes it more pleasant, but also boosts the absorption of the beneficial compounds. Drinking this tea once or twice a day is a small change that can lead to big results, Lower numbers at the doctor's office, a little less tightness in your waistband, and more energy in your day. Now let's talk about some other everyday leaves that quietly work wonders for your health, especially as we get older. These are easy to find, easy to use, and each brings its own unique benefits. Oregano is more than just a spice for pizza. A teaspoon of dried oregano sprinkled over your salad or cooked vegetables adds a burst of antioxidants that help protect your cells and keep your insulin working properly. Many seniors notice that adding just a little oregano to their daily meals helps keep their afternoon energy steady, no more crashing after lunch. Next up is basil. This fragrant leaf is especially helpful if you tend to carry stress in your body. Why? Because basil naturally lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that tells your body to store fat, particularly around the belly. Fresh basil in your meals, or even a calming basil tea in the evening, can help quiet your nervous system and keep your cholesterol from oxidizing and clogging up your arteries. Then there's lemon balm, also known as Melissa. If you've ever struggled with sleep-high stress or constant low-grade inflammation, this one is for you. Lemon balm tea. Especially before bed, lowers stress hormones, improves sleep, and keeps your blood sugar and belly fat in check by calming your body's inflammatory response. Its light lemony flavor makes it a refreshing choice even in cold water during the day. And don't forget about rosemary, the memory herb. A teaspoon of dried rosemary or a fresh sprig in your dinner does more than season your food. Rosemary helps keep your arteries flexible, improves circulation, and even wakes up the mitochondria, the little energy plants inside your cells that burn fat for fuel. Many seniors find that when they include rosemary regularly, they feel more alert and energetic with fewer afternoon slumps. All of these herbs can be grown in small pots right on your windowsill or patio, or found fresh at your local grocery store or farmer's market. And you don't need to overdo it, just a little every day is enough to support your body and metabolism naturally. Now that you know which herbs can help your blood sugar, cholesterol, and stubborn belly fat, let's talk about how to use them safely and effectively. First, start small. You don't need a handful of herbs at every meal to see benefits. Begin with about a teaspoon of fresh leaves, or even less if you're trying them for the first time, and see how your body responds over a few days. Whenever possible, choose fresh herbs instead of dried. The fresh leaves tend to keep more of their natural oils and active compounds intact. If you grow your own on a sunny windowsill or patio, you'll always have a supply of vibrant, nutrient-rich leaves ready to snip. When cooking, remember that many of these herbs lose some of their power when exposed to high heat for long periods. So sprinkle fresh basil, parsley, oregano, or rosemary toward the end of cooking, or use them raw in salads, dressings, or as a garnish. For teas, don't boil the leaves directly. Instead, bring your water to a boil, take it off the heat, and then steep the herbs for a few minutes in the hot water with a lid on. That helps preserve their delicate oils and nutrients. And of course, always talk with your doctor before adding large amounts of any herb to your daily diet, especially if you're taking medications for blood pressure, blood sugar, or blood thinners. Even natural remedies can interact with prescription drugs. Finally, don't feel like you need to do it all at once. Pick 1 or 2 herbs to start with and work them into your meals or teas consistently. You'll be giving your body gentle, steady support the way nature intended. It's amazing how something as simple as a leaf growing quietly in your garden or sitting on your kitchen counter can hold the power to change your health. Too often we're told that fixing our sugar, cholesterol, or belly fat means expensive pills, painful diets, or hours in the gym. But the truth is, nature already gave us tools that have been helping people for generations. Science is finally catching up to what our grandparents knew all along. What I want you to take away from this today is simple. You don't have to do everything all at once. Just start with 1 herb. Maybe you brew yourself a cup of dandelion tea in the morning to help your liver wake up. Maybe you sprinkle a little fresh basil on your dinner to calm your stress hormones. Or maybe you try a soothing lemon balm tea at bedtime to quiet your mind and lower your cortisol overnight. Each small step adds up. And more importantly, each step reminds you that your body still knows how to heal as long as you give it what it needs. So here's my question for you. Which of these herbs are you most excited to try first, and have you already been using any of them? Leave me a comment and tell me what you've tried, how it worked for you, and where you're watching from. I love reading your stories and learning from your experiences because we're all on this journey together. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Here's to your health, one leaf at a time.